Good morning, students. Welcome to the biology class. We are continuing with our same chapter, Human Health and Disease, in which we are discussing about the immunity. And today we are going to discuss about the immune system disorder. There are three major types of immune system disorders. Number one is allergies. Number two is autoimmunity. And number third is immunodeficiency. So first we are discussing about allergies. What are allergy or how you will define the allergies? Allergy can be defined as exaggerated or hypersensitive reaction of the immune system to certain antigens present in the environment. The substances, agents which cause the hypersensitive reaction of the immune system is called an allergen, and some common allergens are dust mites, pollen grains, feather, egg white, drugs like penicillin, etc. So what is allergy? They said that if some allergens like dust mites, pollen grain enter to our body through any type of the medium, then in the body the blood cells get triggered, and the very specific blood cell is mast cell. It will get stimulated, it will get triggered, and they will release the chemical known as histamine or serotonin. And because of the release of these chemicals, the body will show the symptoms, and that symptom means that our body is allergic to that particular antigen, to that particular substance, and then we call that particular substance or agents as an allergens. The symptom of allergies are: number one is sneezing. You must be knowing what is sneezing. Then watery eyes, रैशेज, बहुत ज़्यादा रैशेज हो जाना, सारी स्किन आपकी लाल हो जाती है, बहुत ज़्यादा इचिंग होना, दैट वाज आवर मेजर सिम्टम ऑफ एलर्जी. Running nose, difficulty in breathing. So these are the symptoms, and if these symptoms are there in your body, then it means that particular allergen is allergic to your body, that is our antigen to your body, and that is not suitable to your body, and you have to avoid that particular substance. Treatment of allergy. So as we know कि when the allergens enter into our body, then a chemical is released that is known as the histamine. To suppress that particular chemical, we have to give the drug that is antihistamine or adrenaline or steroids that will give a quick reactions and reduce the symptoms of the allergy. Means they will stop having a watery of eyes, no rashes will be there, no itching will be there, no running of the nose will be there. That indicates that particular drug, that particular treatment is suitable. There is one another severe case of the allergy that is known as anaphylaxis. If that is in a very severe case, means that particular allergen is being taken by the you people, and you are having the allergy of that particular antigen or that particular substance, and it will give a violent, sudden, super sensitive immune response to an allergen in sensitized person and resulting in the breathlessness, and it may be fatal. Fatal means it may cause a death of a person unless और until it is detected immediately. किसी ने देख लिया कि बहुत ज़्यादा symptoms आ रहे हैं एलर्जी के, सांस लेने में दिक्कत आ रही है, और immediately एंटी एलर्जिक मेडिसिन दिए जाते हैं या डॉक्टर को दिखाया जाता है. जिसको किसी भी चीज़ से एलर्जी हो उसको अपने पास एंटी एलर्जिक ड्रग्स रखना बहुत ज़रूरी है. कभी भी वो बहुत ज़्यादा वायलेंट एक्शन दे सकता है, एंड दैट इज़ व्हाट कॉल्ड एज एनाफ्लेक्सिस. और if it is not treated immediately, it may be fatal, means it may cause the death of a person. So this is about the allergy. Allergy is a simple hypersensitive immune response because of entry of antigen or a substance which is being considered as a foreign particle to our body. They will trigger the mast cell of our blood cells and release the chemical that is known as a histamine, and which gives the symptom, so that we should know that particular substance is allergic to us, that particular substance is not good for us, that particular substance is antigen to us. So the next immunodeficiency disorder is autoimmunity. It is an abnormal immune response in which the immune system of the body starts rejecting its own body cells or self cells and molecules. Hence the body attacks self cells, thus damaging the body. It means, as we have discussed in our previous sessions, that we are having a particular immune system which can distinguish between the self and non-self. Self means body के cells जो help करते हैं growth and development of body के. Non-self means the foreign particles, the antigens जो बाहर से enter होते हैं. और बॉडी उन दोनों को बहुत अच्छे से डिस्टिंग्विश करता है कि ये बॉडी के सेल्स हैं, इनको मुझे नुकसान नहीं पहुंचाना है, ये बाहर से एंटर हुए हैं, इट मे बी अ पैथोजन, इट मे बी एंटीजन, इट मे बी फॉरेन पार्टिकल, जिसे कि मुझे बॉडी से बाहर निकालना है. पर जब बॉडी का इम्यून सिस्टम सेल्फ और नॉन सेल्फ में डिस्टिंग्विश करना बंद कर दे और बॉडी के सेल्फ सेल्स को ही खाना शुरू कर दे, खत्म करना शुरू कर दे, तो दैट abnormality or that disorder is being known as autoimmunity. And the very common example is rheumatoid arthritis and Addison's disease. The next is immunodeficiency disease. They are disease caused by genetic or acquired loss of components of immune system. So whatever the immune system we used to have from our birth or we acquired our lifetime with the help of the antibodies, with the help of the vaccination, with the help of a B or T cells, if they are going to be, you can say they are going to be disturbed, they are going to be diseased, so that particular deficiency is known as immunodeficiency disease. Then our body is unprotected against the pathogen. Either it is a bacteria, it is a virus, but our body is giving no response to them. And the two common immunodeficiency diseases are, number one is SCID, that is SCID, severe combined immunodeficiency. This is usually from the birth, that is because of the disease or because of some cause in the innate immunity. Because of that, the particular body or particular patient is unprotected against the pathogen. So we have to keep that particular person isolated. So, and it is very, very rare disease. The second is your AIDS, that is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. So next, and the very important topic is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, that is AIDS. Causative agent of AIDS, that is human immunodeficiency virus, that is HIV, that is being known as your causative agent, and it is a viral disease but known as acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. This particular virus, that is HIV virus, is retrovirus. So what is a unique feature of that particular retrovirus? In that virus, RNA is the genetic material, not DNA. So the viruses which are having the RNA as the genetic material, they are being known as a retrovirus. Mode of transmission of HIV, number one is by sexual contact with infected person. Number two is by transfusion of contaminated blood and the blood products. Third is by sharing the infected needles. And the last one is from infected mother to her child through placenta. So these are the various mode of transmissions, that how the HIV passes from infected person to the healthy person. हाई रिस्क इंडिविजुअल, सो दैट मीन्स कि कौन से ऐसे इंडिविजुअल हैं जिन्हें एड्स होने के चांसेस बहुत ज़्यादा है. सो दैट इज नंबर वन इज those having a multiple sexual partners. So they are at the high risk which are having a multiple sexual partners. Number two, drug addicts टेकिंग द ड्रग्स इंट्रावीनसली, मतलब इंजेक्शन से जो ड्रग्स लेते हैं वेन्स में, दे आर अगेन एट द वेरी हाई रिस्क. Individual who require the repeated blood transfusion because of some deficiency, because of some disease. Children born to an HIV infected mother. So these are the various, you can say, the factors by which the individual are at the high risk of the disease HIV, that is known, that will cause AIDS, that is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. So there is one diagnostic test for the AIDS that is called as antigen antibody test, that is known as ELISA test. E means enzyme, L means linked, I means immunosorbent, SA means test. So this is a diagnostic test by which it is confirmed that the person is suffering from HIV positive or not. There is one more important term and very, you can say, important especially for the AIDS, that is our incubation period. इंक्यूबेशन पीरियड का मतलब है कि अगर किसी के अंदर HIV वायरस है, from infected person it is being transmitted into the healthy person, and they are not giving any symptoms of that particular disease, means that is called as an incubation period. कि उसके अंदर HIV है पर उसके कोई सिम्टम्स नहीं आ रहे, तो इसका मतलब है कि वो इंक्यूबेशन पीरियड में है. कौन? HIV. और वो इंक्यूबेशन पीरियड इट मे बी फॉर फ्यू मंथ्स टू 5 to 10 years. तो हम अगर कभी टेस्ट करें उस पेशेंट का या उस पर्सन का और उसमें HIV मिलता है पर उसमें कोई सिम्टम्स नहीं है, तो हम उसे HIV पॉजिटिव कहेंगे, ना कि एड्स कहेंगे. He is not suffering from AIDS, but that is HIV positive. So that period, that time gap between the infection, that means HIV positive, and the appearance of the AIDS symptom, that time period is known as the incubation period. Next, you can see in this image, that is the life cycle of HIV, that how the HIV when enter into the body and how they are going to make our immune system deficient. So this is a retrovirus, as I have told you earlier. Retrovirus means that is having a RNA as a genetic material. So that retrovirus is going to infect the animal cell, that is a normal animal cell, and that is macrophage. And through the plasma membrane, only the genetic material, that is RNA, enters. Now the RNA will form the DNA. So this process is known as reverse transcription, that is the formation of DNA from the RNA. The process of formation of DNA from the RNA, that is known as the reverse transcription. With the help of enzyme reverse transcriptase. Now this is known as the viral DNA, and it will incorporate into the host genome, means to the DNA of a normal cell, and that is of macrophage. Now this DNA, the viral DNA, will form the new RNA. Fine. And that new RNA will form the new cells, and these cells, they are called as the virus cells, and they will going to affect the body. So what is there? So RNA forms the DNA. This is known as your viral DNA. This viral DNA will incorporate it with the host genome, that is a host DNA, and produce the new viral RNA, and it is produced by the infected cells, and new viral RNA will form the new viruses, that is HIV. And they are going to decrease the amount of T lymphocytes which give immunity to our body. So T lymphocytes are being replaced by the new viral DNA, and when the number of new viral DNA, new viral cells will increase, or T lymphocytes number is decreased, means the immunity is going to reduce. Then the body starts suffering from the very minor diseases, and they are not going to get any particular treatment. They are not getting any, you can say, the recovery from that particular disease. मतलब कि वो छोटी छोटी बीमारियों से भी ठीक नहीं होगा अगर टी लिम्फोसाइट का नंबर कम हो जाएगा और न्यू वायरल सेल्स का नंबर जब ज़्यादा हो जाएगा तो छोटी छोटी बीमारियां भी एक लंबे समय तक चलेंगी और उसके रिकवरी के साइन नहीं होंगे क्योंकि इम्यून सिस्टम धीरे धीरे डेफिशिएंट हो गया बिकॉज ऑफ द HIV वायरस. So this is the detail of your life cycle of HIV after getting into the body. Means when the HIV being entered into the body of the person, the virus enter the macrophage. So first cell to whom that particular virus going to attack, that is your macrophage. ये MCQs में भी पूछ लेते हैं. So here the RNA is replicated to form the viral DNA by the enzyme reverse transcriptase, and the process is known as the reverse transcription. The viral DNA now get incorporated into the host cell's DNA and direct the infected cell to produce the viruses. The macrophages continue to produce the virus particle and hence act like a HIV factory. Now macrophages से नए नए HIV बनेंगे, नए नए virus cells बनेंगे, तो we call it as an HIV factory. The virus particle enter the helper T cells in the blood where they continue to replicate and produce the viral progenes. The number of the helper T cells progressively decrease in the body of infected cell. With a decrease in the number of T cell, that is your T lymphocyte, that is your immune cells, the immunity also decreases. Infected cell can survive while the virus are being replicated and released, and immunity goes on decreasing, and the person is having the increase of the infection. So this is about the life cycle of HIV, and this is very important as examination point of the view. You can directly have the question, you have to explain the life cycle of HIV. Detail you have to write along with the diagram. Treatment. There is no permanent cure or the treatment for the HIV, but we used to give antiretroviral drugs, and they can only prolong the life of the patient but cannot prevent the death. So that is just to increase the lifespan, or the patient should be comfortable as long as the life is there, but there is no permanent treatment, no particular prevention from the death. So what are the preventive measures so that the person should not get infected by the HIV? National AIDS Control Organization, that is NACO, very important, established in 1991, and other non-governmental organizations, that is NGOs, educate the people about the AIDS, that how it can be transmitted, how we can prevent ourselves, कैसे ये फैलता है, कैसे हमें अपने आप को इससे बचा के रखना है. WHO, that is WHO has started a number of programs to prevent the spreading of HIV infection. that includes, कभी कभी आपने टीवी पे भी देखा होगा या एड्स देखी होंगी जिसमें वो बहुत सारे मैसेजेस देखते हैं कि HIV कैसे फैलता है, हाथ लगाने से नहीं फैलता है, किसी को छूने से नहीं फैलता है, ये सिर्फ कैसे फैलता है when we have a exchange of the body fluids to the sexual contact. So that was a main mode of the transmissions. So how we can prevent that? Taking the blood from the blood bank से from HIV जो already tested हो, जिस पे लिखा हो कि इसमें HIV नहीं है. Ensuring the use of only disposable syringes. कभी भी इंजेक्शन लगाना हो तो disposable syringes से ही लगवाना चाहिए. Free distribution of condom, that is we already said ki if you want to have a particular sexual contact, we shoot that particular barrier method. Controlling drug abuse, that should not be done with the same syringe intravenously. Then advocation of the safe sex and promoting the regular checkup of HIV if you are having a particular multi-sexual partners, or you are having a repeated blood transfusions, or you are using the injections or the needles. So you should go with the regular checkup of HIV कि कहीं है तो नहीं, and you by this preventive measures you can prevent yourself, your family from the HIV. So our next lesson will be on another viral disease, that is cancer, very important disease. Till then, stay home, stay safe, stay healthy. Goodbye. Thank you.